Good morning. Today we're going to run through our intro slideshow. Welcome to my class. We will be discussing mostly the syllabus as well as some of the other expectations and procedures of the classroom. Please, if you have not already, download the syllabus, which you can find at the web page, which we'll also be discussing and talking about here shortly. All right, so to get started, let's talk a little bit about me. We got 4 statements up here. 3 of them are true, 1 of them is a myth. Take a moment, see if you can figure out which one you believe to be true and which one you believe is the stretch of the imagination. First, A, I do coach football. I work at Bothell High School with their freshman football team. B, I did graduate in the North Shore School District. Graduated through Franklin Elementary, up through Canyon Park Junior High, and Bothell High School. C, I do have 2 brothers, but I do not have a sister. 1 older, 1 younger. And D, I have played some professional football, mostly indoor, at a whopping $50 per game. It was good fun though. All right, our syllabus. If you look at the syllabus, you'll notice the first page talks about our website. That's kind of our big place where we're going to start and be able to access everything. In fact, you'll probably be accessing this video from our website. So if we go to the website, you'll be able to see that we've got kind of a welcome thing, a little bit about me. The biggest thing for us is going to be that calendar of events and then our useful links over here. So the documents will have some of the stuff that you cannot find on our online book, but most of the stuff you're going to want is inside of our useful links. If you notice over here, the Math 8 book. So if you're in my 6th period class, that's the book you're going to want to use. We've got the algebra book for my algebra classes, periods 2 through 5. If you ever want to check your grades, there's a grade report. I encourage all of us to download Active Inspire so that you can view these flip charts when I post them to the website. Underneath Promethean Planet, you'll be able to see a bunch of different flip charts and other ways of approaching some of the lessons that I've done that other people have done in case you want to see an alternative view. And then I will additionally be blogging about homework help and posting things such as this video on our blog. So in theory, if you're watching this, you know how to get there. There will be a separate one for Math 8 as well as algebra. Going back to our flip chart. Next part on the syllabus, we're going to talk about the materials. Make sure we got our pencils, erasers, some paper to write on. Graphing paper is nice when we start doing our graphing stuff. Please bring a math toolkit, whether it's a composition notebook or a spiral notebook. Something to take notes in, warm-ups, do your homework, and just kind of keep in one nice place. We'll want a correcting pen of some sort. Use any color you want other than black or gray or something that's pencil-like so that you can see your corrections on your paper. And then for the algebra class, we're going to have the TI-83 Plus and the TI-84 graphing calculators. For the Math 8 class, you'll just need a basic calculator. It talks a little bit about your role as a student. Make sure you come in always ready to learn, ask questions, be prepared. Discipline policy, very kind of standard throughout the math department as well as the school. Take a look at those. One thing that I do a little bit different is reminders. So instead of just giving you infractions, I will actually remind you of something you're supposed to be doing. Typically it's being on time or being prepared or having your homework completed. A reminder will be 200 math questions that are all mental math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And you will have roughly 15 minutes to complete that during lunchtime or before school. Please come visit if you have one of those that you have earned. Late and tardy policy, okay, it means to be on time. You've got to have your pencil, correcting pen, book, calculator, toolkit, and homework, and be ready. That toolkit, again, we're going to use for taking notes throughout the year. And instead of correcting our homework and checking it every single day, we'll do a homework quiz roughly once a week. On the next page, you'll see the homework, which is kind of where our flip chart leads us. We want to talk about our expectations here. I expect you to show all your work. If work is not shown, credit will not be given. So I will grade on completeness. Please make sure that your assignments are complete to the best of your ability. And if you're struggling, make sure you at least attempt every problem. Okay, effort's a big thing in this class. So on the board here, you'll see that right now we're simplifying a couple problems. These are kind of bogus examples, but put down a heading. I want to see your name, today's date, the section, so algebra, if you're in my algebra class, or math 8. Please put down the period number as well, since I have multiple algebra classes, and then put down the assignment. So if it's a homework assignment, you can put down homework, put 1.3 for chapter 1.3, and then in parentheses I typically do the problems that are expected. So in this case, I want to make sure that I put down the original problem to show my work. So I'll do a demonstration here. So number 4. Okay. I would write down that 9 squared equals 81, and I would box my answer. Okay, that's all the work I expect on something as simple as this. When we start getting more detailed examples, such as 6, we'll show some more work. So make sure you always write the original problem. If it's a story problem, you don't necessarily need to write the whole problem out, but at least show me what equations or what numbers you're pulling out. I don't want to just see an answer key. Sorry, I just totally duplicated that. Anyways, so if you write down several different steps, things can get mixed, lost in the mix. Make sure you always box your answer at the end so I know exactly where you're finishing, what you're coming up with. So if it's got multiple steps, such as number 6, you can skip some of the steps. I don't need to see every single one, but at least be able to show me kind of what your thought process is here. And don't forget the equal signs, because these statements are equivalent. Okay? So this hopefully will kind of give us an idea of what we're expecting for homework. Homework will be due daily, and like I said, about once a week we'll do a homework quiz that'll just go back in and check to make sure that we're correcting our answers and learning from our mistakes as we go along. Okay. Completeness and effort is the biggest key to our homework. Okay, calculator checkouts. If you need a calculator or if you've accidentally left one at home, please come see me and we can check those out. The online book material, you'll see the access code there. That's kind of our biggest next piece. For the algebra students, we'll actually log in and make our own accounts for each of us and see the access code. For the math 8 students, you will actually see a username and password. I've created a student, and we will all share that one to access the book online resources. So in more detail on Friday, we'll go through and we'll actually see those books. But if you want, you can go into this flip chart underneath my website, and both of these buttons are interactive ones that will take you directly to the website for the logins. You can just click on either of these books and you'll be able to get there. Okay, we already talked about the heading. When we did our example with the homework there. Absence, if you're absent, it's your responsibility to make sure you've got the material that was covered that day. I will try to get everything onto the website, so that should be a good place to go. Grades are pretty standard across the school. No A pluses, no D minuses, and that's kind of our grading breakdown. Your first assignment in this class is going to be to read the syllabus and take the 3rd page there and detach it. Make sure that you, as a student and as the parent, sign this and agree to these terms. If you've got any questions, please come see me or email me at my email above, tfreeburg@nsd.org. Okay, like I said earlier, effort's going to be one of the biggest things we do. Okay, expectations for the year. You'll see underneath Mr. Freeburg's classroom rules and procedure sheet that effort is the #1 thing I got in here. As long as we're trying, we're working hard, and we're trying to get better every day, everything will run fairly smoothly, and we should be doing a great deal of learning. Drinking and eating, water's okay to be in the classroom. I want to make sure we're all hydrated, but food's not allowed, just so we can help keep the janitor's job easier. We're not spilling and making messes. Okay, we already kind of talked about the late and tardy. Cell phone use, unless you've been given permission by me to use them, make sure that we keep those put away. That's also kind of a school rule. Unauthorized use results in the loss for the day. Restroom, you're going to have about 3 hall passes that you can use at your leisure throughout the first semester. Whether you're tardy and you want to use one, or if you decide you just absolutely need to go to the restroom for something, you can use one of those hall passes and get out. Your pass is going to be to leave your phone on your desk so you're not out texting, and check out on the board, come back as soon as you're done, and make sure you get back on track with us so you're not missing any material. Music, school policy is that there's no headphones at any time, so we're not going to allow it in the math classroom, especially since on tests we're not allowed to have music, so it's good to practice not having music. Absent work we talked about. End of class we're going to be dismissed. We'll make sure that we get up and pick up some trash to help keep the floors clean every day. Graded papers such as tests or homework quizzes will be in the classroom bins. Make sure those get in. I will make sure I get updated grades posted weekly to our website. And finishing our work, once you've finished in class, make sure you work with your group and that you are all complete. And then if you still have additional time, you can work quietly on other homework or read a book. Okay. I kind of briefly talked about reminders. Those, again, are if we need to be reminded to do our homework or our daily assignments, or if we need to be reminded to be on time, those kinds of things, I will remind you, and you will come see me during lunch to do that. Again, effort's key. Work hard to get good, then work hard to get better. Okay, quick quiz time. Going over a couple of the things we've got. Most important thing about homework, I want to make sure that we get that effort, that we're attempting every single problem, even if we don't understand it, give it a shot. Number 2, where are the assignments and homework located? We're going to utilize that web page all the time. Okay, I have Mr. Tfreeburg's website right here. nsd.org/Freeburg. Okay, where's my online book located? Okay, depending on what class you're in, the Pearson Success Net or the myhrw.com. That's where you're going to find your books. Pearson Success is the algebra. MyHRW is the Math 8 book. Describe what it means to be on time for class. Okay, make sure we're in our seat. We've got the items we need, such as your pencil, correcting pen, book, calculator, toolkit, and your homework. And what is a reminder and how do I earn one? I earn a reminder by forgetting to do something, and I need to be reminded that I need to do it. Okay. The reminder again is 200 questions. That are all mental math type questions, and you'll do them during lunch with me, and hopefully we won't forget to do that thing again. Okay, other procedures and things to know, we'll talk about those throughout the next upcoming weeks, emergency evacuations, those kinds of things. But for the meantime, welcome to my class. First homework assignment again, sign the syllabus with your parents. Bring effort and energy, and we will have fun and learning together. Looking forward to working with you guys. We will see you in class.